Good evening, good morning, and welcome to Against the Public for September 1st already? It's crazy, man. September 1st. It is once football, once we light the igniter for football, man, it is season. The rest of the year goes by fast. But September 1st, I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to go through my top Major League Baseball free plays after another winning day. We ended August the way we started it. These free plays were absolutely on fire. I hope everybody was able to tail the entire month of August. After we finish, please get to Pickdawgz.com. I'll have my premium college football side and total in tomorrow's LSU USC game live from Las Vegas. I'll have that up. I will also have my premium Major League Baseball plays, a perfect 3-0 on Saturday to cap off an amazing day. And of course, I'll have WNBA selections up there as well. You can jump on my single plays or get on a 3-pack for just $49.99. No college football 3-packs tomorrow, so every 3-pack will be $49.99. And of course, those single plays or the 3-packs always come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. In addition, you guys know there's only one way to get involved with every play that I release, and that's to simply become an all-access member. And you can do that over the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or better yet, jump on that annual all-access pass that gives you every play I release for one low price. Comes out to be $3.70 a day. You get every play from now to this time next year for one low price. And like I said, it comes out to be $3.70 a day. If you thank you so much. I mean, I'm kind of lost for words, but I mean, thank you so much to everybody. I mean, an overwhelming Thursday, an even bigger Friday, an incredible Saturday. So thank you so much to everybody, and I hope you felt rewarded. We have one college game left tonight. We had on the verge of a 3-1 college football day and an incredible opening week. A perfect 3-0 mark in our premium plays in Major League Baseball. So I hope everybody was able to join. And please, whether you purchase those single plays or you purchase the 3-pack or you purchase an all-access pass, thank you so much to everybody that put their trust behind me, and hopefully you had a good weekend. So if you haven't joined me yet, though, it's not too late. If you haven't joined me, do not let another day go by. You see, we ended last year in number 1 position in college football. We started this year number 1 in college football. Don't let another day go by. Get a season pass, and you can do that for just $5.99.99. Takes you through the entire season, right through the national championship game. You could do the same for the NFL. Takes you right through the Super Bowl, or better yet, get both for just $8.99.99. So you get every play in college football, every play in the NFL, all the way through the postseason and all the way through the Super Bowl and a national championship game. So that we're going to have a fantastic year. Don't miss out. You think the NFL plus 1,000 units last year was a down year? You think college football is good? Wait till the NFL starts next week. Now we're going to be swimming in it. So make sure you get involved. We're going to have a fantastic week, or fantastic year rather. Okay, let's get to your free plays for Sunday. Remember, these are probable pitchers, so please double check before placing your wager. We'll start things off 12:10 Eastern Time, 9:51, 9:52. Milwaukee Brewers minus $1.30 on the road, 9.5 against the Cincinnati Reds. Tobias Myers against David Buchanan. Reds just announced that Buchanan's going to get the start in this. I kind of was waiting for get some sort of confirmation that he was going to be the starter. But I got enough to go with the fact that I 60%, 70% that David Buchanan is going to get the start. And of course, that's why I always say make sure you double check your starters. But before we get to the analysis of this game, we have to point out, in case you don't know, significant injuries for the Cincinnati Reds, starting with Stuart Fairchild, Jeimer Candelario, 20 home runs out of the lineup. Both are on the IL right now. Yes, I understand that Kristen Yelich is out for the Milwaukee Brewers, but they have plenty of firepower to win without him. Tobias Myers, 6-5, 2.99 ERA and 20 starts. You'd have to go back to July 4th or so, because I remember he had a bad outing that weekend, which was a holiday weekend, obviously. You'd have to go back all the way there to find a bad outing for Tobias Myers. Over his last 8 starts, he's 1-2. Brewers are just 4-4, but it's not because of Myers. He has definitely given them a chance to win it with a 2.23 ERA since that outing, since that last poor outing. David Buchanan, an interesting story here, and I knew of him, and I had to go back and double check, and I had to talk to somebody that really knows him. An interesting story because he has not pitched in the major league since 2015. Yep, 2015. You heard that right. He's a 35-year-old pitcher. Has spent most of his time over the last 9 years, 8 years really, pitching overseas. He pitched in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. He also pitched in the KBO, which we're all familiar with because of COVID. Thank you so much. Cincinnati purchased his AAA contract from the Phillies. Milwaukee has been a massive over team this season, but I hesitate because I don't think the Reds are going to give us enough to push us over the total. Over the last 30 days, the Reds are hitting just 241. That's 21st in Major League Baseball. 240 over the last 7 days. By the way, it hasn't hurt the Milwaukee offense, but Milwaukee does average 9 strikeouts a game over the last 14 games. That's a lot, and we've talked about this before. That cuts off basically 3 at-bats for the Milwaukee Brewers, which is important when we're betting totals. We're going to go under the 9.5. Game number 2, 1:35 Eastern Time, and rotation number 953, 954. Chicago Cubs on the road against the Washington Nationals. Cubs minus $1.32, 9 under minus 20. Jameson Taillon against Mitchell Parker. Fairly new injury news to go over this one, but we talked about this the other day, but I just want to make you aware of anything significant. Alex Call is out with a foot injury, and as I said the other day, despite 99 at-bats this year, couldn't get to that 100. Hope he doesn't have a clause in the contract, but hitting 343, and you take him out of that lineup, that's a tough loss for an offense that's 24th in baseball in runs scored over the last 2 weeks. And of course, we're talking about the Nationals. Cubs have been an under team for most of the season, with Saturday's game pending. It's still not a result, but still, over the course of the season, the Cubs have been an under team, and the Cubs are 12-8-3 when the number is 9, and 18-15-4 when the number is 9 or more, which it is in this case. Washington 34-31-3 to the under at home. 19-14-2 when the number is exactly 9, and 29-24-2 when it's 9 or more to the under. Jameson Taillon 9-8, 3.85 ERA, struggled over his last 5 starts. 2-2 record to go with a 5.65 ERA. Might be getting a little bit tired. That's kind of my assessment when I watch him. But when you're struggling, well, no better team to. Well, there is better teams, but one of the good teams to come in and maybe get you on a good path is the Washington Nationals. So they'll give him a chance to do that on Sunday. Mitchell Parker 7-8, 4.26 ERA, but pretty good over his last 2 outings. 3 earned runs, 10 hits, 11 Ks over 11 innings. That's a 2.46 ERA. We're also going under in this one, minus $1.20, under 9 minus $1.20. And then finally, 4:05 Eastern Time, 9:55, 9:56, Miami Marlins, San Francisco Giants. 235. Giants are 235 favorites, so obviously we're not on that. We will be on the total. 7.5 is your total. Xavier Curry against Logan Webb. Make sure to double check the starters in this one because there isn't it's about a 50% confirmation that Curry is going to start, but I think my guts tell me that that's right. The source I got that from is almost always right, so I went with that, but I think Curry's going to get the ball for the fish. We know Logan Webb will for the Giants. Some housekeeping notes to begin our analysis. Xavier Edwards is on that 10-day IL, so Miami will have a 349 hitter out of their lineup. Without Edwards, Miami has been inconsistent at best. Some days good, but most of the time not very good without Edwards in the lineup. It's San Francisco, so we got to talk about weather for sure, and specifically the wind. We are going to see wind blowing straight out the center field at 12 to 13 miles an hour, but don't get caught up in that too much because at 7.5 with this total, This is a head-scratching total for me, and I suggest with the juice being so prominent that you get on this now, because at minus $1.24, yeah, sure, they could go a little bit more on the juice, but maybe we'll see a 7 on this, and I don't want to see a 7. Curry's 0-2, a 5.84 ERA. He's going to make just his 5th start of the season. Curry's numbers are with the Guardians. He was placed on waivers and then claimed by Miami. So he hasn't pitched in the major leagues in a while. We'll see how he reacts going from Cleveland to Miami, but he hasn't pitched in Cleveland for quite a bit. Logan Webb, 11-8, stuck in their minor league system. Logan Webb, 11-8, 3.24 ERA, got lit up against Milwaukee in his last start, a game that the Giants won 5-4. But before that, you would have to also go back to late July to find a poor outing for him. So I'm not making much out of that Brewers start. We don't take what we just saw and apply it to what we think we're going to see, because numbers only tell you where you've been. They will never tell you where you're going, so never get too deep into what just happened. I thought we would see an 8 on this game. I was crossing my fingers for an 8.5. This smells like a good old-fashioned trap, and we're going to avoid this. And we're going to go under in this one, under 7.5, minus $1.24. So that does it for your Sunday free plays. Sunday's free plays. Go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every play I release for one low price. And just because we only got a couple games left in college football, guys, there's plenty of opportunity out there, and it doesn't matter where the money comes. As long as it does, it doesn't matter if it comes from college football or the WNBA, as long as it finds itself in your wallet. And that's what we're going to do over the next couple days to end the college football season, and we'll crank things right back up on Wednesday and Thursday. And this time we'll introduce the NFL into our picks. I'll have Wednesday's college football up on Wednesday, and then I'll have the NFL up on Thursday, if that's okay with everybody, so I just don't get overwhelmed on Wednesday, and you get better information as we go on in the week. In addition, guys, before I go, I just want to remind you, get involved with a college football pass, $5.99.99. The record's up there from last year. The record's up there from this year. No reason not to get involved. Just grab your credit card, throw it on. We'll pay it a little at a time. You can also get that same price for the NFL pass, or both of them for $8.99.99. Or better yet, just get an all-access pass. Get it for the next year, and I will cover you through college football, the NFL, NHL, NBA, college basketball, Major League Baseball up to this time next year. You get that for just $3.70 a day. Okay, on to your Sunday free play recap. Milwaukee, Cincinnati under 9.5. Cubs, Washington under 9 minus 20, and Miami, San Francisco under 7.5 minus $1.24. That does it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. This weekend's been incredible. The response has been incredible. Thank you so much for all your backing, and we're going to have a great year. And we get this one more win tonight, and we've had an amazing start to college football. Win or lose this last game tonight on Saturday night, it's been a great start, and week 1 has been very rewarding. So I hope everybody's been able to tail. Thank you so much for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Sunday.